Want to know the difference between a master and an amateur? Watch how solid. You mess up this angle, you just ruined a $100 steak. One single motion to rip the gills out. It looks effortless on camera, but try splitting bone like that, and you'll realize just how crazy this guy's grip is. This thing is a slippery mess. One bad angle and you're getting stitches because your hands don't come with spare parts. Then there are the eyeballs. No half of you swear by tossing these into a rich soup while the rest won't even look at them. Who here actually eats the eyes? Look at how the steel just glides. That is the sound of a truly sharp edge doing all the heavy lifting for you. Less is more. A little heat, a sharp knife, and you've got the best meal you'll have all year. Team rare or team well done? Speed like this does not come from rushing. It comes from thousands of cuts, just like this one. Hamo is a nightmare to prep because of the pin bones, but he makes it look like child's play. It is surgical, it is fast, and it is honestly addictive to watch. Some say it is a waste to clean them this way, but look at the result. How's about you? Are you brave enough to clean one yourself, or are you just here for the show? Forget your fancy ovens. Sometimes all you need is a real fire, a heavy hand, and the patience to let the heat do the work. The perfect circle, a split second of grace before it hits the surface. When you get the tension right, the ocean gives you everything it has got. Easy now, you have to treat the fish with respect. Just drop it in and let the steam do the work. Overcook it and you lose the texture forever.
We have added the fish. It's being cooked in the gravy. We are going to cover it and cook it. You don't need to cook along.
One clean break. Down there, it is total chaos. But up here, it is all about finding that one moment of absolute stillness. Wild boar is lean and tough, so you have to hit it with that anchovy and garlic marinade. It breaks the meat down and gives it a saltiness you just cannot fake. Fast, flashy, and honestly terrifying. How many slices is that? Forget those tiny wax-wrapped snacks. This is the ultimate comfort food. Does this bring back any memories, or are you just dying to get a taste of this? Years of muscle memory perfected in seconds. Feel that? Once you get under it, the blade does all the heavy lifting for you. Mastery like this does not come overnight. It is done, it is fast, and it is honestly better than any takeout you have ever ordered. It is satisfying to watch, but even better to try yourself. Did you learn something new today? Let me know in the comments below.
后等一下，这个蟹壳是要放煮好的蟹脚哈，所以不要丢垃圾哦哈。
Imagine a creature that looks like a mutated tadpole, lurking in the dark like a ghost at the bottom of a trench. This is the realm of the cusk. They drag out their lives down to 3,000 feet below sea level, where the temperature is permanently locked in a freezing range of 32 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. With a single barbell under their chin, they sweep the dark, muddy bottom, hunting for a seriously expensive menu: rock crabs and baby lobsters. This all-crustacean diet turns their 40-pound bulk into pure biological magic. It completely changes their protein structure, creating dense, chewy meat with a pure sweetness just like lobster.
They're just such a beautiful fish.
But bringing this freakish lobster meat up to the surface, Mother Nature demands a heavy price. Today, anglers are pulling a long line up from 1,000 feet deep. The tug of war with a 30-pound cusk is just draining.
Abba! Herlig! Jeg hadde en liten anelse om at det kom til å...
The ice under their feet starts to crack, and then the monster breaks the surface.
Der da!
Yanked up from the deep, it gets hit with sudden barotrauma. Its eyes bulge out, and its stomach is pushed right out of its mouth. It's a shocking, brutal sight. But it's the naked truth of deep-sea fishing. Meanwhile, in the North Atlantic, the air temp right now is below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Meet Lars. He's been betting his life on this frozen ocean surface for the last 20 years. It's not just a sheet of frozen water, it's a fragile, shifting crust over the raging sea. He knows the deal. One wrong step through the ice, and hypothermia will take his life in under 5 minutes. But pulling it up is only half the battle. The real winner is the guy who knows how to not waste a single gram of this creature.
It's not that crazy. Wait,
It's
why does it
just
feel
fat.
so big?
It's
Pretty big. Oh, baby! Woo!
Whoa.
Can they even pick that
Yeah,
up?
that's another big one.
Wow. Yeah, it's not even close.
To conquer this rock-hard bone structure, you need the right tools. One clean V-shaped cut behind the gills. The Yanagiba blade glides along the spine. Let the bones guide the knife. A perfect cut, leaving not a single gram of meat behind. But the real treasure is right here. A half moon cut around the eye, a gentle pry, and the firmest, sweetest cheek meat pops right out. Everything is ready for a magical transformation. Think back to that slippery, bug-eyed creature dragged up from the deadly ice. Now, look at this, a mix of high heat and rolling boiling water. In just 15 minutes, a beautiful emulsion forms. Fish oil and proteins blend together, turning clear water into a thick, rich, milky white soup without a single drop of cream. Alternatively, you can also grill the fillet. The meat is incredibly dense. When you bite in, you can actually feel the bounce against your teeth. A deep, rich sweetness spreads out, exactly like eating a prime lobster tail. At fine dining spots in New York, this plate easily hits $65. Close your eyes and take a bite. Would you pay $65 for the ocean's freakiest monster? And if you're not quite ready for that, then come and try the kitty grouper.
Resemble the skin on the fish, so consequently they named the fish Kitty Mitchell.
Down at the Louisiana docks, meet Chef Hank. He spent 15 solid years breaking down thousands of Gulf fish, always starting with the scaler.
In my opinion, if you take the head off first, you've got better yield on the fish as you're cutting it down the back. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting behind the gill plate, both sides. It's almost like it's got a hinge on it, so you want to put your knife up underneath the hinge and just give it a good cut like that. And then there's another hinge that goes the other way on the fish. You see that? Underneath the fin there.
Once the skin is prepped and clean, Hank takes aim right at the hinge joint on the fish's head.
It's the bone. So what I'm doing is I'm putting my pressure against the bone.
The blade slides slow, riding tight against the spine, easily slipping past the toughest bones.
So I'm cutting from the bottom fin. Nice little slice there. Across the tail, another slice. Work your way up the back. It's basically just give it a score through the skin. what you want to do is you just kind of let your knife It's a nice fish. It's got no worms in it. Sometimes, you know, depending on where the fish live, what they're feeding. Finish it off with crack there. Your blade at a diagonal
Zero wasted movement.
angle
He
towards
angles the knife flush against the cutting board, grips the skin tight with his other hand, and pulls hard.
Just kind of cut it at an angle this way, like that. So you can store it. Just basically run your knife against that plate and just drive it down towards the eyeball. Give it just a little bit of a cut towards the skin. And then what I'm going to do is just use my thumb.
Watch how he turns
Tear
this
that
meat into a
piece right
flawless
off
dish,
here.
using every bit, including the belly.
That's a grouper cheek. I'm going to take this and just cut it back through here underneath the head. Right behind the gill. Two. You have to just cut it off. And that's your gripper throat. Right there. Lots of nice meat in there. You can fry it, bake it. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll just put it in a boil for a little bit and then let all the meat fall out of it.
Let's drizzle this up a little bit. I've got this nice little brush so that we can make it nice and even.